Excellent. Now let's go and install the MailMunch plugin. Add new. Look for the MailMunch plugin. And here it is. Let's install the MailChimp forms by MailMunch. Install now. Activate it. Okay, it does not matter right now if you do not use MailChimp. We are going to use the MailMunch forms, which is integrated with MailChimp. It is very easy to use and you won't have any problem at all. Let's skip this and create a form. But before continuing, you'll need to sign up and create an account. Just type your WordPress name, the WordPress URL, your email address, and a new password. In my case, I already have an account. MailMunch is a free service. There are some premium features that you can use, but you'll have to upgrade your account. Otherwise, it is free for unlimited time. Let's create your first form. There are several types of forms you can create. In this course, we'll learn how to create the popover form and the embedded form. Let's start with the popover. There are several themes for our forms. However, most of them are for premium accounts. Let's work with the simple theme, which is quite good. Sample form. First, we'll have to name our form and we'll have to choose a list. This is the first list we are going to create, so let's create new list. Sample list. How many lists you'll have to create? As many as you need. Create list, create form. There is very little I can tell you about how to make your own forms actually, because the process to make forms is quite easy. But in any case, I'll guide you. So, what do you want your form to say in your headline? You can say something like join our newsletter, but in this course, we're going to work with the homepage. So you can see the MailMunch form is already on action, but it is not configured yet. We're going to offer a coupon for those visitors that subscribe to our website. So every person who visits our website will get a 30% discount coupon in their first purchase. When you get to the thank you message, that will show when the visitor is already subscribed. So we can say something like thank you, or you are awesome, and we'll write something like this. Unfortunately, many of the emails we send on a regular basis go to the spam folder. To avoid this, we can tell our subscribers that the coupon or whatever we want them to get for free if they subscribe is to tell them that they should check their spam folder and check us or mark us as save email. Click on save and continue. We can change the background color of our form. I will choose the white color. We can change the background color of our button. I will choose the green color. We can even change the size of our form. I like the medium size. It looks well on the computer desktop preview or the mobile preview. We can change the animation on open or animate on open. There is a rubber band effect, or the tada effect, or no effect at all. Let's choose the fly in effect. You can remove the Mail Munch logo located here, but it requires a premium plan. Save and continue. So it is time to add new fields to our form. So let's add the first name field and the phone number field. Many times people have asked me how much information should I ask or should I get from my visitors, and the answer is you should ask for 2 to 3 field stops, like 3 data or 3 things, no more. The more information you ask, the more difficult will be to get any information from your visitors. Also, the more information you'll need, the more you have to give away to make people to trust you. Some people just ask for their email and that's it. But I like to ask for their names as well. Why do I ask for their names? Because when I write an email to them or send them anything, I like to name them by their first name. I like to call them by their first name. I only ask for their phone numbers when I intend to call them back, or when I need to call them in order to help them to trust me or my business or my product. Also, it is very useful because many people rely more on getting messages to their phone numbers, like mobile numbers or WhatsApp numbers, and sometimes they do not check their emails. So let's get started. We can show the label of that field. The email field will be always required for subscribers. I like in the placeholder text, I used to write something like sample John at youremail.com. In the first name field, we are going to show the label, and we're going to make this a required field. We're going to change the label a little bit. No last names. Because sometimes people write the whole name. We don't want that. I used to call people by their first name. It's a little bit more personal. It depends what kind of business you are running. Sample John. And the last field, let's show that label. Let's make this a required field. And let's write WhatsApp. Sample. If you are running an international campaign, you'll also need to ask for the country code. For instance, Mexico code for phone numbers is 52. Do not ask for that information unless it is totally necessary and you are actually going to call them or send them a messages via WhatsApp or SMS. But let's suppose you are expecting local clients from your own town. This will be highly useful because you can get their WhatsApp numbers and send them some promotions or discounts or valuable information like a video, an audio, a picture, an image, or anything you want to show them about you or your business. You can change the order of the form fields. Let's move up the first name field and let's change the button text to I want my discount. Save and continue. You can show this automatically when the visitors visit your page or open your site. Or you can show this when your visitors are about to exit your website without subscribing. Let's choose the show on exit. This will show until 7 days have passed from the last time they visited your website. What happens after your visitors subscribe? You can redirect them to another web page within your own website. This is especially helpful. For instance, if you want them to give away a free video only to those visitors that subscribe, you can send them to the URL that contains that video you want to show them. This video can be, of course, within your own website or your YouTube channel or anywhere you want. The subscriber will be added to the sample list. The display rules are the following. You can choose where you want the form to show on, like desktop devices like my computer, or mobile devices like your smartphone, or tablet devices. I suggest you choose all three of them. And this is very important. Which pages do you want the form to show on, or which pages do you not want the form to show on? And if no rules are added, it will show on all pages. So let's create a new display rule. This form will only show on URLs exactly matching computer store and stuff.com or whatever your main domain is. Click on done. Let's make sure to deactivate the show on page low and don't show on first visit. Click save and continue. You can integrate the MailMunch form with any of these services provider like MailChimp or Constant Contact or Infusionsoft or ActiveCampaign. But we are not going to use any of those service providers in this course. Let's publish form. The form is already activated, so it will show up when the user is about to leave your website without subscribing, but it will also trigger when the people click on some buttons. Which buttons? We are going to configure each one of them. Let's copy this code and let's go to the home page. So we want this form to trigger when the people click on this button. What should we do? Let's go to the page builder editor of your home page and go to the hero widget. Let's unfold the first frame and let's configure the button. You will see the destination URL, and in here we're going to paste the code we copied from MailMunch. Click on done. Click on update. Let's load our website. And let's click on the Get Our Latest News button. See? So now every time visitors click on this button to get your latest news, they will be invited to get a 30% discount coupon in their first purchase. But in exchange, they'll have to leave their first name, their email address, and their WhatsApp numbers. So, what will happen once they subscribe? This message will show up, and you are telling them that you are sending them the discount coupon to their email. So if you can choose to send them to a different page if you want to, or you can show them any other message you want. That's the popover form. You can paste the mail munch form code into all of the buttons of your website. If you run into any trouble at all, like the form not showing or something similar, make sure the display rules are accurate. You can also configure this form to show only on the homepage. I want to show you what happens if someone visits your website but they do not click anywhere and they're about to leave without subscribing. They're about to close the window and look, the mail munch form shows up when they were about to leave your website without subscribing. So this is a last call to action in case sometimes people do not pay attention and they do not see the buttons or they did not read very well what you have to offer, and this shows up with this effect, the fly-in effect, and calls their attention. They can choose, however, not to subscribe. If they do not want to, they close that and they close that. But we have to make sure that we are doing everything within our power to get them subscribed. You can see subscribers in the mail munch form, in the mail munch plugin, just by clicking the total subscriber field, and you'll see each one of them. You'll see their name, their WhatsApp number, and their email. You can see their IP address and the date and hour they were subscribed. So let's create a new form.